B flight, in which I was in, was seconded to the 1st Marine Division for the landing at Cape Gloucester. So we went over to Cape Gloucester and worked with the Americans. We had previously worked with the 32nd Division in the Bunagona-Salamoa deal, but that was the first wave of pilots, and I was not in that. But we were in the second lot, and from Nadzab we were in the push along the north coast and took part in some of that. Then we went across, as I say, to join the Americans. And that was very interesting, of course, because we were based fully with them. The 1st Marine Division, as you'd expect, was very professional and very good. And we got along very happily with them. The strip could be a bit tricky because it was cut through a hill, and the surface was Marsden matting, the metal slats that were laid, and the mud used to come up through the holes in the slats and make the strip a bit tricky if we'd had rain, because the boomerang was very touchy on the ground. So we had quite a few prangs there with people running off the strip and going up and turning on their noses on top of the hill. Quite a few little incidents happened there. Just after we got there, Freddie Watchorn, the flight commander, finished his tour and went back to Australia. And I took over B flight there in Cape Gloucester, which I greatly enjoyed because we were the best part of a couple of 100 miles or more from headquarters, and you were running your flight virtually as a separate little squadron. We had about 60 in the flight and about 12 pilots, I suppose, and probably 8 boomerangs. So we had quite an active little unit, maybe more boomerangs, I can't remember. And we had a couple of Wirraways. So, yeah, we had a very nice time there.